Hi there, my fellow YouTubians. As many of you already know, I have partnered up with one of my fellow film buffs, vrosebhappy, to do a series of reviews on particular directors. And as it happens, it was Vrose's birthday on the 8th, and I totally forgot to send her a happy birthday greeting. So instead, I present this as kind of a present. 1990. 1990. She's 20 now, so that means she was born in 1990. What was going on in the world of cinema back then, and particularly my world? Well, I had just turned 17 actually, and I was starting my senior year in high school, and being aware as I was, I've had a number of memorable film experiences then. Just to give you a quick overview, the big summer movies that came out in 1990 were the second Die Hard movie. That's one that takes place in an airport in Washington, D.C. Total Recall with Arnold Schwarzenegger, one of Arnold Schwarzenegger's best movies, really fun. And of course, Ghost. Ghost was a huge hit. Patrick Swayze, Demi Moore, Unchained Melody, Pottery, all that stuff. Some of the Flatliners was a lot of fun as well. That's Kiefer Sutherland and Kevin Bacon and Julie Roberts, Oliver Platt, William Baldwin. They're all medical students, and they're killing each other and then resuscitating each other just to get an idea of what death is like. It's messed up. Pump Up the Volume is a good movie with Christian Slater. And some other good stuff that came out that year was A Shock to the System with Michael Caine. He is an executive who decides to start killing his colleagues in order to get ahead. That's a really fun movie. Miami Blues is a movie with Alec Baldwin and Jennifer Jason Leigh. He's an ex-con and he's running a bunch of scams while he's hanging out with her. State of Grace is a gangster film with Ed Harris and Sean Penn and Gary Oldman. It's a terrific movie. Really like that one a lot. Let's see, Hunt for Red October came out at the beginning of the year. That's also with Alec Baldwin. He plays Jack Ryan. Jack Ryan was played, of course, by Harrison Ford and Ben Affleck in other movies, but that was the one where Sean Connery played a Russian sub-commander. And Edward Scissorhands, of course. Tim Burton, Johnny Depp, Winona Ryder is their first big team up right there. Also some other interesting notes here. The worst movie of the year, a lot of people would probably call that Troll 2. Troll 2 has actually had a documentary made about it called Best Worst Movie, about the cult around a movie that's so incompetently made. And I haven't seen Troll 2, but I don't imagine it's as bad as The Rookie, which is a Clint Eastwood movie in which he co-stars with Charlie Sheen as a couple of cops looking for Raul Julia. It's a disgusting movie, really, really deplorable. Not technically incompetent, but just utterly worthless, just utter garbage. It's one of my least favorite movies of all time. Meet the Feebles is a Peter Jackson movie. Peter Jackson, of course, went on to do Lord of the Rings and King Kong, and Meet the Feebles was a Muppet movie, a very twisted Muppet movie. It is a riot, absolutely hilarious. I think that was the year they started giving out NC-17 ratings, and one of the first movies to get an NC-17 was called Frankenhooker. That sounds like a lot of fun. I never saw it, but I love the title. The big Oscar winners that year, Best Actor went to Jeremy Irons for Reversal of Fortune, which I saw. Kathy Bates won Best Actress for Misery. Then there, of course, was Kevin Costner, who won Oscars for Dances with Wolves. And, yes, no, that's right. He won 2 Oscars for Best Director and Best Picture. Godfather 3, of course, was also came out that year. Not as good as the other 2, but still highly regarded, and also Best Picture nominee. Now, as far as I'm concerned, my favorite movies that came out that year, my top 5, basically, because I do top 10 lists every year. There's Awakenings. That's directed by Penny Marshall, who did Big and A League of Their Own. It has Robin Williams and Robert De Niro in it. It's a terrific movie, very moving. Then there's Jacob's Ladder, which has Tim Robbins, Elizabeth Pena, and Danny Aiello in it. It's directed by Adrian Lyne, who did Fatal Attraction and Indecent Proposal, but I feel that Jacob's Ladder is his best movie. It's kind of a psychological, slightly possibly supernatural thriller. Very, very interesting, really good, and well photographed too. The Cook, the Thief, His Wife and Her Lover is a British movie that I saw. It's directed by a guy named Peter Greenaway, but it's notable for having Helen Mirren and Michael Gambon in it. Michael Gambon, of course, plays Dumbledore in the Harry Potter movies, and this role he plays in this movie is like completely the opposite. He's a gangster, he's very nasty, he's always insulting people and being rude, and he talks constantly. He talks so much that he has more dialogue than probably the other 3 major characters combined. But it's a great movie, really, really kind of disturbing, but also gorgeous looking movie. Just the production design is incredible. If you're so inclined, I would recommend checking that out. My 2 favorite movies of 1990 are also my 2 favorite movies of the entire decade, and those would be the gangster movies, Miller's Crossing by Joel and Ethan Coen, and Goodfellas by Martin Scorsese. And as far as I'm concerned, they're the two best movies that those guys have made. So all in all, 1990, not a bad year to turn 17 and be legally able to go see R-rated movies, in my opinion. So I haven't actually, because I was born in 73, and I haven't really investigated what movies came out there too closely. So I should do that. But anyway, that's my little birthday present for V Rose Be Happy, belated though it may be. And of course, we are about to start our series on the 22nd, on Wednesday. On the David Fincher films. Very excited about that. And she's also part of another collab, which I believe is called The Final Cut. I've got links to her channel and to the Final Cut channel in the description, so you can go check them out as well. I don't know when that other collab is going to start putting up videos, but couldn't hurt to subscribe now and be prepared. Thanks for watching, and once again, very happy birthday to my comrade in arms. Take it easy.